Hi, this is Nick Freitas, and welcome back to Making the Argument. And today we're going to be discussing Lester Holt. So Lester Holt got a very prestigious journalism award for journalism the other day, and he made a very interesting speech when he received it. And a lot of people have jumped on this, but what I want to do is I want to break down exactly what he said. I don't want to take him out of context. I want to break down exactly what he said, and then let's discuss what the real problems are with this, because his comments actually give us a pretty good opportunity here to talk about journalism in America. What actually constitutes an unsupported argument? Like, I would love for the media to actually explain this, because I have heard a lot of people within the media make arguments that I did not think were well supported by facts or evidence. In fact, you see a lot of opinions getting thrown around, and because those opinions happen to be popular, that seems to be the only evidence necessary in order to support it, in order to justify a journalist talking about it with authority. Okay, fine, I can accept that, provided that you tell me what the standard is with respect to what constitutes a supported argument versus what constitutes an unsupported argument. He goes, providing an open platform for misinformation, for anyone to come say whatever they want, especially when issues of public health and safety are at stake, can be quite dangerous. Fair enough. You know what can also be quite dangerous in an issue when issues of public health and safety are at risk? Journalists engaging in confirmation bias, where they exclude other points of view, not because they're not supported by facts or evidence or a logical thought process, but because they don't conform to the political affiliation or the political proclivities of a particular journalist. Thank God that it wasn't Lester Holt deciding whether or not Galileo could be heard. Because at different points in human history, you have had very, very popular viewpoints that supposedly had a great deal of support behind them, especially the way many in the media like to talk about issues such as climate change, where it's 98% of scientists or 97% of scientists. If that's what you're using to justify whether or not you include a viewpoint or exclude a viewpoint, you're going to find yourself spreading misinformation, spreading incorrect information, because you took it upon yourself to decide who could participate in the conversation and who could not. Again, you have some sort of criteria, some sort of objective criteria where we can distinguish between a falsehood or just your opinion of what someone's statement is. And for him to make the statement that fact-checking is not a vendetta or attack, well, no, not inherently. But can fact-checking be used as a vendetta or an attack? Absolutely. I think that's been one of the problems, is that we have a lot of journalists now that have stepped away from what their original role was, which is to report facts and evidence, when appropriate, share different perspectives on what happened in order to allow people to have enough information to view an event, to view a policy, and come to a rational decision based off of the facts and evidence presented. Now, it's people like Lester Holt determining what facts and evidence I should have access to on their network. The press, first of all, at various times put out misinformation. At other times, they were just regurgitating what organizations like the World Health Organization was saying. And let's not forget, the World Health Organization was repeating talking points from the Communist Chinese government. And the way you arrive at truth, the way you generally get down to the bottom of something and create an informed opinion instead of just spouting off with whatever your political disposition is by listening to different viewpoints. And I don't need the press to put themselves in a position to decide that I'm not allowed to hear something or I shouldn't hear something for my own good.